Hey Colts, welcome back to school. I hope you had a good winter break and a good celebration over the last 2 weeks. Today I'm filming from my garage at home. Excuse the mess. I know it's, got a lot of stuff in here. But this week we're going to be focusing on jumping, hopping, landing, and then we're going to throw in some jump rope towards the end of the week. So lots going on this week for these fun lessons that we have going on. Today we're going to kind of focus on mechanics, and what that means is that we're going to focus on how to do each one properly, and then we're going to talk about jumping for height, jumping for distance, and then hopping also, and the difference between those, and leaping as well. So let's get to it. All right, a simple jump requires balance. It requires soft landing. You're gonna think quiet, kind of like a cat. If you see a cat jump off something, they don't make any noise. It's very soft when they land. So all we want you to do is start with your feet shoulder width, right underneath your shoulders. And all you're gonna do is bend your knees. And when you jump, you naturally wanna swing your arms for that momentum, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that when we do for height and when we do for distance. So right now all I want you to do is practice jumping and landing and trying to land in the same spot. Make sure your knees are bent when you land, and make sure that you are trying to land softly, okay? No straight legs, right? We don't want to hurt our knees or anything like that. So all you're going to do is simply stand here and jump up and softly land back down on the balls of your feet. That's the front part of your foot, not a flat foot, so not real hard landing, okay? So we're gonna do 5 jumps in a row. So all you're gonna do is squat down and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice when you land, you're also squatting down to absorb the jump in with those bent knees, okay? So that's jumping. Taking off on 2 feet, landing on 2 feet. Difference between that and a hop is 1 foot. So you want to go start on 1 foot. So I'm on my right, I got to make sure I'm balancing. And then I'm going to land on 1 foot. So simple hop. And it takes a lot of balance to make sure that you're landing on that 1 foot. Now, try that 5 times. So you're going to take off with 1 and land on 1. 1, whoop, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you don't have to go very high. Let's try the left foot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So that right there is the difference between jumping, hopping. I'm going to show you one more, and it's going to be a leap. So as you can see, there's kind of a big base marking right here on my house. You can pick something at your house. You can draw a line with a piece of chalk. And a leap is start on 1 foot, land on the other. So I always tell my kids, think about it like jumping over a puddle. Puddle of water, you don't want to land in it. So you're going to start on 1 foot, land on the other. Okay? Start on the left, land on the right, okay? So jumping, hopping, and leaping. All right, Colts, now that we know the difference between jumping, hopping, and leaping, we're gonna talk about jumping for distance. So we wanna see how far you can jump, okay? And then we're gonna see how far you can hop and how far you can leap. So everything we're doing today is for distance, horizontal lines, right? I have a helper here today. So we're gonna see how far we can jump, okay? So we're gonna start off at a line. And remember, I talked a little bit about using our arms. Remember, so when we jump for distance, we really wanna gain some momentum. And that comes with our arms and our body extending as we jump. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at this line. Again, if you don't have a line, first, if you're going inside, you can use your tile and things like that, but be very, very careful. Make sure you have socks and shoes on so that you don't slip and fall. putting markings in the grass, even pieces of leaves, sticks, or if you're on concrete, like I said, you can draw that chalk line for a starting and ending point, okay? So we're pretty lucky we have these drawn out lines in our garage. So we're gonna start at this white line, and all I'm gonna do is squat down. I'm gonna get some good swings, and I'm gonna see how far I can jump, okay? Again, making sure I land with bent knees so I can absorb the jump, okay? 2 feet to 2 feet. And, okay, so I got pretty much to the beginning part of this baseline. So my helper's gonna see if she can jump farther than I can. Pretty much the same, okay? You can practice at home, see if you can get further, see if you can beat a family member just like we're doing here. Now we're gonna show you a hop. Now a hop for distance is a little trickier because remember that balance comes into place, okay? So a hop is off 1 foot, landing on 1 foot. So I'm going to start off on 1 foot, and all I'm going to do, same thing, I really want to get my balance underneath me. So as you can see, sideways, I really need to practice on getting that balance straight forward, because if I'm leaning or this way, I'm going to fall, okay? I can't jump like that. So I'm going to get my balance underneath me, and I'm going to hop. And I didn't get quite as far. I didn't make it to that baseline this time, okay? Let's see if my helper can. We're pretty much the same. Now, the last one you're going to do is a leap, okay? So that's starting on 1 foot, landing on 1 foot. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to leap. I got almost as far as the jump. Yeah, we're pretty equal on that, okay? So, practice, see how far you can jump, and see if you can get further by maybe doing some different techniques, warming up your body, things like that. All right, guys, now that we talked about distance, we're gonna talk about height. So for this one, you may want to find something, either outside you can find like a tree branch, or you can put maybe a piece of tape on the wall, but make sure you ask your parents first before you put anything. You can even do a empty doorway inside your house. So what we did, since we're in the garage, is we did 2 towels hanging from different heights. So I have a longer one with the yellow, which means it's going to be a little easier to touch because I can even touch it standing here. And then the white one is a little taller. So we're going to try to see if we can reach the top of the towel or even higher every time we jump, okay? So we're going to do 5 jumps, and we're going to see how high up on the towels we can touch. So I'm going to try for the white one, and I'm going to see if I can actually get a little higher. So I'm just going to do 5. I'm going to show you sideways so you can see what that looks like. Now, when I'm jumping for height, I really want to make sure that I'm jumping using my legs coming down and exploding up. And I'm going to use both hands to touch, okay? So those of you that are older, play sports, basketball, volleyball, you probably see a little bit of this in it as well, but other sports as well. Anything with our jumping and our agility is going to be beneficial to anything that we do in life, and it's a good workout. So we're going to do 5 jumps as high as I can go. So I'm going to show you sideways, and I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Then you can try with your hop. So your hop is going to be, remember, off that 1 foot, okay? And that one you might need to go a little 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, with that balance, okay? Make sure you do it on the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously on the hops I couldn't go as high as I can on the jumps. I'm a little more explosive off 2 feet, right? So you try and see how high you can go.